Okay, Carrie, I know you've already got snow, but this is our first official frost, which is the first official sign of winter approaching. Look at all that frost. Oh well, snow will be here soon before you know it. Well, good morning. I'll try to get some. I can't get the light off the shininess of that out back there. Today is Thursday, October 25th, and we do have a birthday today. Finally, yay! It's Angela's birthday over at Angela My Life. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Always great when you can start off with a birthday song. I wish it wasn't so. Look at my hands. Look at my hand is gone. I don't have a hand. Oh, the games I play with myself. Oh, there it came in a little bit. Somebody always said it's because I wear something light, but I have something dark. Hey, babe. Hey, baby. How you doing? Okay, enough of the silliness. Also today, Susan Moon is having a knee replacement. So say some extra prayers for Susan Moon that her surgery is successful. One of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I've made quite a few good decisions, and this would be up in the top 10. I'm telling you, changed my life. It absolutely changed my life. I know you only had the one video for me yesterday. I did make that video the night before because I wasn't sure how long my day was going to be yesterday. And I'm glad I did because it was a long day. I did go to bed earlier than usual. I went to bed at 11. I usually don't go to bed till 1:30 or 2. I tossed and turned until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I have a grandfather clock that chimes every 15 minutes. I usually don't hear it, but when you're trying to get to sleep and you're conscious of the time, I kept hearing it. But I was too lazy to get up and turn the chimes off. So the last chimes I heard were at 2 o'clock. And then I woke up at 3:40. So I got an hour and 40 minutes worth of sleep. And drove to Mary's house. I forgot that I don't see well in the night, so it was a scary ride to Mary's house. It was a half an hour on the expressway, but I stayed in the first lane, and I just figured I'm in the slow lane. You don't like how slow I'm going, go around me. There's 2 other lanes to the left. I don't really care about what other people think as long as I was doing the speed limit, which but I was doing the minimum, and I got there. We were supposed to be there by 5. We got there at 10 to 5, and they didn't take any new admittance till 5 o'clock, so we had to wait 10 minutes, which is not a big deal. And then her surgery was scheduled for 6, but they didn't take her till 6:15. And then they told us it would only be an hour, and we didn't realize that she was in pre-op because I guess there was a backup of something. Sometimes I think if there's emergency surgeries, it kind of puts the is it selective? Elective surgeries, kind of on hold. So her surgery was only supposed to be an hour, and it was supposed to start at 6:30. And at 8:30, when we hadn't heard anything, her husband and I were getting really nervous because this was just supposed to be a simple procedure, and why is it taking so long? And then at that moment, we noticed that there was a board up that tells you whether they're in pre-op, like a digital board that tells you whether they're in pre-op, surgery, recovery, or back to the room that they started with. And we did notice she was still in surgery, so we were just getting ready to go up and ask somebody, and then the doctor came in and said everything went well, that they were held behind a little bit. And this was like at almost 9 o'clock, so we were like, geez, like the hour thing. It was nervy. It was scary. But I didn't eat. Don went and got donuts, and that's her husband. He went and got donuts and coffee. I don't drink coffee, but he brought me a cinnamon donut. Oh, they were so good. But I didn't have it. I said, no, I can't have a cinnamon donut. I'm not going to eat because I'm stressed, and I recognize the system. I recognize the symptom that it would be a stressful eating donut. As much as I love donuts, I really thought for a minute, and I thought, no, I don't need that donut. So then the doctor said everything went well. There was nothing, to really worry about. They had she was getting a D&C, and they did find a polyp, but it was benign and not to worry. Everything was good. So she'd just be in recovery for an hour, 2 hours at the most. Almost 2.5 hours later, I'm like, oh, come on, Mary, what's taking you so long? And it was because they kind of got backed up in the, at the post-op anyhow. So she didn't get back down to her room till, had to be like 11:30. And then we had to sit there for half an hour because she had to, go to the bathroom and all that before they let her go and discharge her. So then I got her home. So I finally got home. It was probably close to 1 o'clock. I thought, I'm going to just take a nap because I only had 2 hours sleep. So I slept 2 hours, and then I got up, and I was still tired. So I just didn't want you to see me at my worst. Oh, my kid, you guys have seen me at my worst. You've seen me at my worst a lot. But I thought, no, I'm gonna eat healthy. So I had my normal berry breakfast, but I had 2 eggs because I was a little hungry. But eggs are 0 points, so I didn't feel any guilt. And then for dinner, I had taken a slice of pizza out of the freezer, and I had a slice of pizza for 10 points. And then the stress hit me. Then the whole day hit me. That, it could have been something more serious with Mary, and it was just everything just all hit me. And I had a big bowl, and I'm not talking a small bowl. I had a big bowl. I had 3 scoops of ice cream, chocolate ice cream, Breyers, which is my favorite brand. My favorite ice cream is Rocky Road, but I took a great big bowl of 3 scoops of ice cream, and then I poured caramel syrup, Saunders caramel syrup, over the top of it. Big fail. So when I got on the scale this morning, I did lose 0.6, but that wasn't from yesterday because I didn't weigh myself yesterday. That's because I was so good the day before. So I got to really stay on track today. So I went to my old channel, Let's Get Fit, because now I have the sweet tooth is developed again from the ice cream. And I found a 0 point strawberry pie, which is to me basically just strawberry Jello, but it's pudding. It's sugar-free pudding, sugar-free Jello, and strawberries in a pie dish, and you make it. Oh, I'll put the link for the recipe down below, and I'm going to make that today because and it does. Like this. I love strawberry. I love berries. You knew that, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So see if this helps me out. So I am going to make that. But if you're interested in that recipe, I'm going to put it in the link down below. That's one of the recipes. Maybe I'll try to do that today too, to see if I can move that recipe over to my channel. I'm going to try to figure out, because it's a short, I think it's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. And so if I lose it, at least I've kept the recipe and I know how to do it. I might film it off of try to figure out how to do something with it. I don't know. I'll do something. But anyway, long story short, I told you, my family tells me, Sandy wants to tell you a short story, you got to sit down for an hour because she's never going to get right to the point. I'm going to share the recipe with you in the link down below and try it out and let me know how you like it. Tell me if you think it tastes like a pie, or if you think without a crust, obviously, or if you just think it tastes like a fancy Jello dish. I personally think it tastes like a fancy Jello dish, but I love Jello. So how long have I talked? Not so bad. 8.5 minutes. That's short for me. Okay, let's go for a walk. It's 33 degrees. Well, you knew it would be cold. I had frost on the ground. Silly you, silly me. Let's go. First, we got to turn you off. If we can figure that out. Oh my gosh, it's so much nicer out here than I thought. It's just gorgeous. It's still cold, I'm not going to lie, but I'm glad I went for my walk. I did see Denise, but I forgot to film her. And the sun is just shining so bright. It's really, really nice out here. So I'm going to go, when I get home, I'm just about home. By the time I'm done, I'm going to walk 2.25 miles because of my hat. West Virginia running dad, I'm sure he's running. I just walk. But I tried to walk a little bit faster, that's why I'm a little bit out of breath. But I like to work myself a little bit. I try to walk straight, but as you can see, I wobble. Like I'm like a weeble. But you know what? It doesn't keep me from walking. So let's get on with the day. When I get home, I have to bring in the patio cushions. That's my portion of the outside work. Jim brought all the rugs and umbrellas and things like that in. So I'm going to put the cushions in the shed. And then get on with my day. I don't know if I told you tonight's our couples dinner. So I'm going to do that. Probably have a 0-point breakfast. I might have a bagel for 3 points and a Laughing Cow. I think I can afford 4 points for breakfast. Okay, let's get on. Let's finish this up because we're almost done. With a walk, not with our life. That's a depressing thought. I don't know why I said that. Okay, I'm going to eat my breakfast now. The banana's starting to turn on me, so I got to get to it pretty quick. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote, I think this is the perfect quote because I'm kind of struggling with this new WW. And my quote is, "The only way to make sense of change is to plunge in, move with it, and join the dance." That's what I'm going to do. 23 smart points. It's a 6-point meal. 2 points for my 2 slices of center cut bacon. 3 points for a half of a plain Lender's bagel. 1 point for a Laughing Cow cheese wedge, and 0 for my egg, banana, berries, water, and tea. So I have 17 points left for my dinner. Well, as you can see, I lost 0.6, but that's for 2 days. But I'm still 4 pounds up. Jeez. And I told you I was going to go back into the 30s, and I'm pushing it pretty close. Anyway, went out to eat, and I had a cheeseburger and fries and a nice tea. It was delicious. It was very good. This is the weights from 2 days, because as you can see, I didn't do my comments yesterday because I was just too tired. I only got 2 hours sleep the night before, so I was tired. Teresa Taylor lost 1.2. Linda Penn lost 0.5. Bypass to a Leaner Lynn lost 1.4. Margaret C. lost 0.8. Diana Antu lost 1.4. Rebecca Hassel lost 2.4. Stella Kenworthy lost 0.3. Becky Fisher lost a whole pound. Mary Vitro lost 0.9. Dawn E. Farmer's Wife 04 lost 1.2 for the week. Marsha Wilson lost 1.6. Margaret McGuire lost 1.2. Jeannie Dillon lost 1.6. And Kat G. lost a whole pound too. I think we're doing really well. We had a total loss of 16.5. We're doing really good. I know somebody asked me if I had stopped the challenge. I was just too tired to film yesterday. My whole day was all thrown off. And I think, I was thinking that they said if you don't get enough sleep, you make poor choices. I had 2 hours sleep the night before and an hour and a half nap. I made poor choices food-wise, and that was why. Also, I would ask you to say some prayers for Susan Crowley. Her husband has just been diagnosed with cancer. So if you can include both of them in your prayers, because I always think that the support system needs as many prayers as the person that's actually ill. A lot of times, it really helps out a lot. I know that from my own experience with my mother. It's just very hard on the person taking care of the ill person because it's just emotionally everything is just really hard. No major plans for tomorrow. Just stay on track. Oh, take that back. We have major plans tomorrow. The kids are coming over. We're going to carve pumpkins. Of course, I'll film that because that's always fun. And they're bringing their own dinners, and so I'm just going to have my usual tuna or whatever on Fridays. I'd like to eat light on Fridays since I get weighed on Saturdays. But I do plan on going for my walk in the morning and just staying on track. Okay, I'm going to finish this up, get my pajamas on, try to watch some YouTube videos because I did fall behind. I didn't watch any yesterday. Did I mention I was really tired yesterday and I didn't do much of anything? But Mary got good news, and that's all that matters. So give this video a like. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel. Leave a comment and share if you think somebody might be interested in seeing me or seeing us or joining us on this adventure.